My name is Rachel Mitchell, and this is the trial of Samuel Holmes Sheppard. So on the right there is a picture of Dr. Sheppard. That's actually his mugshot from when he was first arrested in 1954 for the murder of his wife, Marilyn. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about some history now. Dr. Sheppard was born in 1923. He married Marilyn in 1945. They had a son in 1947. He studied medicine in Los Angeles and became a neurosurgeon. So when they left Los Angeles, they went back to their hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, to practice medicine. So the incident happened of July 4th. Sam woke up to his wife screaming for him. He went up the stairs to see a white form over Marilyn, and almost immediately he was hit in the back of the head and rendered unconscious. So when he came to, Marilyn was dead. He then went to his son Sam's room to check on him, realized he was still asleep, and went downstairs. When he was downstairs, he saw that white form again, and it was running out the back door, so he obviously went and pursued it. Dr. Sheppard then gave chase and started grappling with this form and was knocked unconscious for a second time. When he woke up, he had no shirt and couldn't find his watch. At 5:40 in the morning, he then called his friend the mayor and said, "My God, Spencer, get over here quick, someone killed Marilyn." So Marilyn was beaten to death around 4:30 a.m. on July 4th, 1954. At the time, the coroner realized that she was actually 4 months pregnant. Automatically, officers suspected Dr. Sheppard. Something just was not right. So suspicion surrounded Dr. Sheppard. Why would he experience watching his wife get beaten to death so brutally and just be fine? How could he go and look at his son and walk out? Why wouldn't he grab his son and take him and leave the house when there was an intruder in there? So obviously the media caught on to the suspicion very quickly and judged every little thing about it. They talked about why the investigation was going so slowly. Why was Dr. Sheppard refusing a lie detector test? Why hadn't the coroner asked Dr. Sheppard about his story? Public demands finally were satisfied when an inquiry was demanded on July 22nd, 1954. Dr. Sheppard actually appeared publicly, told his story, and the audience found him very cold and detached when he talked about the murder of his own wife. So 1 week after this inquiry, the Cleveland Press actually sent out this newspaper with the headline, "Quit Stalling, Bring Him In." That very same evening, believe it or not, police arrested Dr. Sheppard. So the grand jury actually started collecting evidence on August 16th, 1954. That was just a month after what happened. And some of the evidence that they collected was that Dr. Sheppard wanted a divorce when Marilyn did not, and Dr. Sheppard was actually cheating on Marilyn. So Dr. Sheppard was released from jail on bail of $50,000 on the 16th. The next day, the grand jury announced an indictment of murder in the first degree. So after his 24 hours of freedom, Dr. Sheppard was rearrested. The trial began on October 18th, and it was held in Cleveland, Ohio. Everyone thought that this was an open and shut case. However, the media made it impossible for anyone not to be familiar with this case. The jury was already familiar with this case before the trial even started. The defense's argument was that Dr. Sheppard's injuries basically proved his innocence. However, the prosecution argued that Dr. Sheppard's detached attitude and the fact that the murder weapon was a surgical instrument were major in deciding whether he was guilty or not. The verdict came out on December 17th, which is 2 months after the trial started, and the verdict was guilty in the second degree of murder. which resulted in a life sentence for Dr. Sheppard, as well as the eligibility of parole in 10 years. So 10 years later, in October 22nd, 1966, Dr. Sheppard appealed his case, and this Sixth Court of Appeals reversed his conviction, saying publicity surrounding the trial prejudiced Dr. Sheppard's right to a fair trial of impartial jurors. 2 days after the conviction was reversed, there was a retrial. The prosecution used their same position, saying that he was detached and the murder weapon was a surgical instrument. This time, Dr. Sheppard did not testify, which was a major thing. And finally, for the second verdict, the jury ultimately said there was no motive. Dr. Sheppard had no motive. Therefore, Dr. Sheppard did not do this. So in November, Dr. Sheppard was a free man. So why did the media love this? This is a classic case of the sinful rich, where the elite had these dirty secrets and their perfect lives weren't perfect, which everyone loves, myself included. The frame of this is obviously a faulty system. The crime stems from criminal justice insufficiency. And that is all I have for you. Thank you so much.